What's up, Arm Fisherman? Give us that update, man.
What up? What up? Can you hear me? Everything good?
Yeah, everything's good. Hey, this is the first time we actually talked personally, huh?
Yeah, personally, yeah.
Yeah, like I've been following you for a long time, and I've yet to talk to you, and I've been wanting to talk to you, so I'm glad this is happening.
Yeah, me too. And anytime that you need some updates on anything that I've got going on, just let me know. But yeah, in a general nutshell, for those that maybe don't know, I got arrested in Ball Harbor for open carry. A year later, I filed a lawsuit, and I was doing it pro se. And Brian showcased my deposition that actually came from Don Andre investigations. And one fact that people don't know is I actually gave that to him first because he was rebuilding his channel.
Right.
And, it jump started his new channel so that he could get back to where he was. So, but anyway, I go through this deposition. I have to file all this paperwork, all this stuff. I missed something, and then I had to go to the appellate court. So I redo it. I send off what I missed in the appellate court, and the appellate court, they wait 3 months, and then they send it back to me saying, "Oh, what they decided in the original wouldn't have made any difference because the police officer," and this is what really kind of is going to set off a lot of people, is that the police had arguable, reasonable, articulable suspicion. Make that make sense.
Yeah, really.
So basically, it wasn't about the filings or anything that I was filing. It was the fact that the courts decided that it was arguable, reasonable suspicion, which, I've talked to other lawyers about this decision, and even those gun lawyers are dealing with the same thing. The same exact thing is that because we're carrying guns, even though it's lawful, we're supposed to give up our Fourth Amendment right. And I was bewildered by it.
That video that Don Andre Investigations did on you, it's on your channel as well, right?
Yes, it is.
And
it's buried deep in there.
Yeah, I was going to say, I could not, I was looking for it on your channel. I could not find it.
I'll find it and I'll send you an email to it. Look at my main page, like you did, where you see videos.
Yeah.
That's actually them depositioning me. And like all this stuff is just wild. Like it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, and for those who don't know what the Armed Fisherman is talking about, I highly suggest going over to the Armed Fisherman's channel and subscribing there, because not only is the Armed Fisherman an activist on the internet, this guy puts his money where his mouth is, straps on a firearm. What is it? It's a Glock, isn't it? Don't you have a Glock?
Yep, Glock 23, and the AR is very.
Yeah, and the AR-15, which frickin' freaks everybody out. And if you don't think it's dangerous carrying an AR-15, even though you can, legally speaking, in Florida, you have a lot of brain dead lemmings who are propagandized to believe that is a weapon of war that should only be on the battlefield. And oh my God, if it's on our streets, freak out. Mike is literally putting his life in mortal jeopardy by acting in accordance with the law. And if you look at some of his most popular videos, and I'm going to him right now, and hit the popular button, you will see how these cops respond and react in the face of having taken an oath to protect and defend Mike's rights to do what he's doing. And Mike, I don't even know how you do it without your voice shaking, because any normal person, and I'm not saying you're not normal, but you're a cut above the rest of us by not letting your nerves get the best of you. Because when all those guys are pointing their guns at you and your GoPro is recording the whole thing, it's like, dude, you got my respect.
Yeah. I'll give you a little backstory how I got to kind of that point. Growing up as a kid, you can see I'm a little lighter. I'm not super dark, and I'm not super light, but I got picked on as a kid my whole life. From both sides of the spectrum. It was always name calling this, and it built a lot in me to stand up for myself. And that's what you're seeing when they confront me and me trying to fight. I'm fighting for myself at that point, and nobody else is doing it because they're willing to run me over. They're willing to point guns at me. They're willing to take me to jail. They're willing to do any of this. They're almost willing to kill me. I've got a video where he's like, if he points that gun, I'm going to off him. He's done.
Yeah, and the poetic, and we're watching one of your videos on silent mode right here, and the poetic and grave irony to what Mike is doing is, and anybody, I don't care if it's a First Amendment auditor, Second Amendment auditor, Fourth Amendment, or whatever, when you're out there doing this kind of stuff, you are actually standing for the rights of the person who's standing in front of you, or the group of people who are standing in front of you trying to take those rights away. You're even standing for their rights. And how about that for an irony?
Well, what's the one saying you always say? An injustice against one is an injustice against all.
Yep.
So it takes people like me, like Rogue Nations, the James Madison's, as much as whether you like chili or not, the chilies, there are people that we are trying to stand on something, and we all have. There's no script to this. It's not like there's a handbook saying this is the way you have to be. We are all different people, so you're gonna get, even in my videos, there's times I'm very calm, and then there's times that I get upset, and I'm very, after guns pointed at you for years, eventually you get, some days you get to a breaking point, and some of those are my best videos, but it's also that frustration. I'm like, I'm getting sick and tired of this.
Yeah, but I mean, everybody needs to see the humanity come through, because at the end of the day, that's all we all are as humans. Mike, while I got you here, I'm going to play this video with the audio. Can you see your screen where this is playing? Can you see this? Okay, we're going to watch one of these harrowing interactions with a police officer who's about to violate Mike's right, not only under the Second Amendment, but also under Florida state statute. And what is that statute, Mike?
790.25, section 2, subsection H.
Yeah, H. Here we go. Listen to this, guys.
This is cringy.
Hey, bro. Hey. I was literally on my way right here.
Look at this guy's gun. Mike's life is hanging in the balance. All it would take is I am not saying this to joke around, but we've already seen law enforcement agencies across the country, specifically Okaloosa, Florida, where all it has to happen for him to unload that magazine is an acorn to drop. We're talking about if a dog bark, all it would take is a horn to honk, a roadster going by and backfiring, and Mike's life is permanently altered or gone. Watch this.
Get on the ground, hands out, down like an airplane. Get on the ground. Don't even fucking put your hands out. Hands down on your belly.
Hold it right there.
Hands out.
Now, Daniel Schaefer.
Yes, I'm glad you're reading my mind, man. Go for it. You have the floor. You have the floor.
That's all I was gonna say is that's exactly what happened.
Yep.
Out like an airplane. You're trying to. He wants you out like an airplane and just fall flat on your face.
And they become rapid fire, unreasonable. Even the most serious, sober-minded person cannot possibly follow the commands. Even the guy who's given the commands couldn't follow these commands. So if you make one wrong move, like Mike was saying, Daniel Shaver, he's in that hallway that La Quinta Inn, had absolutely done nothing wrong. He's surrounded by the Mesa police. Philip Brailsford and his men are just giving rapid fire commands to which he cannot obey. He makes one wrong move, and they even tell him, if you make one wrong move, we're going to end your life.
You think you're going to fall, you better fall on your face. Your hands go back in the small of your back are down. We are going to shoot you. Do you understand me? Yes, sir. Crawl towards me. Crawl towards me.
That's the situation that Mike's in right here. And for people, it sickens me when people say, oh, yeah, the armed fisherman is just doing this for clicks and views. Oh, yeah. Is it worth the clicks and views if you get a couple of holes in your heart? No, I don't think so. This is how important rights are.
And another thing, people call me a martyr, and they're like, "Oh, I'm like, I don't want to be shot. I want what I didn't know is this law. So when I started this whole thing was to expose the law so that we all got taught, police and the people. And in 5-6 years I've almost accomplished it.
Thank God you have a global audience. We need to get him up over 200,000 subscribers. He's sitting at 190 right now. Let's watch some more of this.
Your belly. You fucking touch one of those guns, I'm gonna shoot you. I am not touching. I'm just going.
He said to you what Philip Brailsford said to Daniel Shaver. If you do this, I am going to shoot you. What the heck? Yeah, no pressure.
I was on my You're walking down the middle of the street.
I was literally on my way to fishing,
Keep your
man.
hands out. Keep your hands
Look,
out.
man.
Keep your hands
I'm not, dude.
out. You were not fishing.
I was on my way to fishing right here, bro.
Down the middle of the street. That's not
Gives me
Look, man.
chills.
I'm on my way to
Pause it. Were you gonna say something?
It gives me chills every time I watch this video.
I've got chills right now. The hair in the back of my neck is standing up straight.
fishing.
We're
That,
fishing
look,
back there.
I'm 100 yards, less than
We're not
100 yards.
fishing back there.
I was
When I
on my
tell
way
you
to
you're not
fishing.
fishing.
I was on my way to fishing. It's to and from, sir. I don't know what your deal is. I'm not touching anything. I don't know what your deal is.
Tuck him up.
Cuff him up
I would
real
like
quick.
to call my lawyer. I don't consent to any search or seizures of my property.
Right here, you're not fishing.
You're absolutely right.
When I saw you. Were you
Hey,
fishing, yes or no?
if you want, we can do this civilly.
Yes or
You
no?
can take all my fire, do whatever you gotta do.
Listen to me. Were you fishing, yes or no?
I was on my way to fishing.
You were walking down the side of the road trying to investigate this.
How did they propose that you get to your fishing spot without your gun? Should it be UPS to you or something? What the heck?
I guess I'm supposed to friggin' Uber Eats my firearm. Like, what do I do? I mean, like, that's why the law is very clear. Going to and returning from. I can't make it any easier. It's in black and white. And the messed up thing, it's the same law that allows the police to friggin' carry.
People joke around all the time. You had one job. Law enforcement has one job, and it's in their name, law. The cops are breaking the law by interrupting and molesting the free travel of Mike to his nearest fishing hole. Because 790.25 section H or whatever it is, and Mike can correct us, says the very thing that Mike can do that the cops are keeping him from doing.
There's actually a law.
On my way.
Oh, go ahead.
There's actually a law that's a second-degree misdemeanor, and it's called harassment of fishers and hunters. And it's a second-degree misdemeanor. And I actually questioned the cop that arrested me about it, and he's like, and I'm like, but this is right here. They're committing a second-degree misdemeanor by harassment of fishers and hunters.
Oh, you're one of them, aren't you, Mike?
Oh yeah, I'm one of those.
You're one of them. I know. Somebody said about the cops, they are always fishing. Good point. Touche.
Yeah.
They are always fishing.
Always
Need to fishing.
Okay, but you're not fishing when you're.
You have to understand the law, sir. Let me roll over. My shoulder. I have bad shoulder issues, man. I have bad shoulder issues. I've got.
They don't care that Mike's got shoulder issues. They don't care that this isn't North Korea or communist China. They're going to do what they want to do.
Impingement syndrome. I'm not gonna fight you guys because at the end of the day. What's your name? If you can tell me.
Yeah, I love that. We've got our guns pointed at you and your life is in mortal jeopardy. Just relax.
I've committed.
Open carry is illegal in Florida. And I understand you think because you're fishing, but you weren't fishing. You're walking down the sidewalk.
You have to understand the law, sir. We'll get to it.
Hey, Mike, real quick, what resulted in this? Did you bring a lawsuit? Did you get a settlement on this or anything?
No, this is a whole different town. This is way north of Miami. I didn't even pursue this one because when I went to get all the information, it was under investigation. So I couldn't get any information. I couldn't get body cams. I couldn't get police reports, nothing. So I still don't know. I don't even know none of these guys' names.
Oh, crap. That's a bummer. How long ago was this?
This is a revisit. I want to say this one's like 3 years old. Okay. The next one I'm pursuing is going to be in Clearwater. They detained me for over 45 minutes, and I was in the back of their police cruiser with a concealed weapon.
Oh, wait, they put you in the back of the police cruiser and didn't frisk you first?
Nope. They came up.
God.
They stripped the AR. They took my guns, all this stuff. They left my camera on me. They left my phone on me. They stuck me in the back of the car. I ended up, and I have a gun on me. They point my rifle. They put it on the hood, barrel facing me in the back of the car. I'm like, you
God.
shouldn't point my gun at me. He's like, it's not loaded. I'm like that. That doesn't make a difference, dude. That's number one rule. Don't point your gun at nothing you don't want destroyed, right?
Exactly.
But anyway, I'm sitting in the back and I pull my phone out and I go live. And during that time, during the live, somebody called and gave them my name. And that was the only reason I got out of that car. Because a 911 caller gave my name.
Okay, guys, I don't want to play any more of this because I really want you to go to Mike's channel, The Armed Fisherman, and watch it for yourself. It's got 679,000 views on it. It is well worth the watch. All I would ask you to do before you hit the play button is put yourself in Mike's shoes. Because, I mean, this sounds so cliche, and I hate that it does, because when it does, nobody takes it seriously. But what happened to Mike here and what potentially could have happened to him is something that could have happened to one of your loved ones, your brother, your sister, your father, your mother, your sons, your daughters, even you. When you're walking in accordance with not only the Second Amendment, but also the laws of the state that you're in, and the cops are woefully unaware and ignorant of them, it can cost you your life. That's how important this is. Somebody had put in the chat when I first started playing this video something to the effect of the founding fathers would have been proud of YouTubers, and I agree. Some of them, and Mike is one of them.
I try. I do my best.
Any closing thoughts there, Mike?
No, I just really appreciate the first time we have actually got to talk, and anytime, my email is always open to you, and I always try to send you anything that I see that's like, especially with your commentary. That's what I love, is because you actually bring in more. I get into it, but you bring more in depth and more insight to some of, whether it be my videos or other First Amendment or just complete police corruption. So I really appreciate the work that you do, and keep on doing what you do.
Thank you.
Thanks, brother.
Take care.
Later, everybody.